favorite techniques to teach is ratio rotation. I actually have an older video of that, but today we're going to discuss it again, hopefully to give you more insight into a lot of the other versions of that same question. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi there! Thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is the first video that you're watching from my channel, I make educational and motivational content. So if you don't want to miss any of my new uploads, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell icon. Now, like I said kanina, we already have ratio rotation from an older video. I'm actually going to basically retire that video and we can just use it here. Kasi I'm going to add another aspect to it, which is yung paano kung yung mga numbers hindi madaling iikot, paano kung anong gagawin kung may letters na involved. All of these questions na naging versions of that same problem, i-discuss ko in this video right here. So if you're into that, I'm going to switch over to my PC so I can show you better. I'll see you in a bit. Before I get into this week's video lesson, I just want to introduce you guys to iSkySoft PDF Element Pro, which is a program that you can use to convert PDF files into Excel, Word, PowerPoint presentations, and other forms of files. This can help you when it comes to marking your own reading materials or creating new files from existing files that you have. So a good example would be something like this. Let me just open this file that I've been working on. Opening my handouts for the UPCAT review that I hold, I can actually write straight here and put annotation. So for the other verses that I'm working on, or if I'm going to have certain revisions, like for this verse right here, I can put up a comment and just to remind myself that I should change this verse because I've used this before already. I can put it right here, so I can just type change verse and that should pop up right there. I can convert it to a different type of file like an HTML, EPUB, or Word document. That way I can use different programs, including my mobile versions of these editing software to edit the existing files. Another great thing about this program is that it has both a Windows and a Mac version. So whatever your device is, you can actually download your own version and use it right now. There are links below on the description box that you can use for a 50% off discount for the Pro version, as well as a bunch of educational links that you can check out. Alright, so ito ang lesson natin on ratio rotation. And if you've seen yung older video on this topic, that's good. Maganda na may grasp na kayo ng concept. Pero watch this video pa rin kasi I'm going to discuss 2 additional points. First, paano kung decimals ang lumalabas pag inikot ko siya. And yung second one is paano kung may algebra na involved. Paano kung may letters involved dun sa tanong, which is something that you could see sa mga exams, lalo na sa college entrance tests. So, pag-usapan natin yun ngayon. Now, if you have a copy of workbook number 1, ito yung ating official na reviewers ng Team Lyqa. You can follow along with me dun sa Solve This With Me section sa page 6 ng workbook number 1. Okay? And if you don't have it yet, you can go ahead and send a message over to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/teamlyqa, to know how to get one na para sa inyo. Okay? Now, let's start with the basic concept. Ang concept nito is that when you encounter questions like this, which is a type of proportion question, you have options sa kung paano siya isa-solve. Yung first na option is the cross multiplication, which is something that you probably learned when you were in school. Basically, ang gagawin mo lang dyan is you're going to turn them into fractions and then use cross multiplication to solve the problem. Now, before we do that, there's a shared step kasi dito sa ganitong klaseng tanong. Ang shared step is that i-convert mo siya into fraction. Now, how do you do that? Ang key here is dapat magkatapat yung nauunang numbers at saka yung nahuhuling numbers. Or what I tell my students, tapat, dapat. Okay? Tapat, dapat. Now, hindi lang yan sa math, sa love life din, di ba? Dapat, dapat, or dapat, dapat. So, ibig sabihin no, the early bird catches the early worm. In this case, ang nawawala yung katapat ng 3, so yun yung magiging x. And then yung ating late bird, which is number 4, ang katapat niya naman dapat ay 28. Now, sa cross multiplication, it's going to be the same. So when you rewrite this, it's going to be like this. 3 over 4. At yung 3 katapat niya yung x is equal to yung x sa taas, kasi siya ang magka-match, and then over 28. And then you're going to use cross multiplication to solve it. Now, pag ginawa mo yon, ang mangyayari would be 3 times 28 is equal to 4x. Hindi ko na muna siya isosolve. We'll solve it later to check kung tama yung magiging sagot natin if we use ratio rotation. Now, yung ratio rotation is a technique that I use and teach, not just for this type of question, but also for direct proportion, ratio word problems, inverse proportions, and a lot of other problems like discounts and markups. It's a good technique na matutunan kasi maraming problems na pwede nyo isolve just by using this technique. Kasama na dyan yung mga percentage questions at missing na mga rates. Now, ang ratio rotation always starts out with the same thing. So, again, we're going to use yung fraction. So, 3 over 4 is equal to x over 28. Now, after you do that, all you have to do now would be to rotate. Now, paano magro-rotate? Ang gagawin mo would be, you will start with yung x, okay? And yung number na either katabi or katapat niya. Now, in this case, ang madaling simulan ay yung 28 kasi pag inikot ko ito like this, ang mangyayari kasi, ang first step mo is to divide the numbers. So, 28 muna divided by 4. 28 divided by 4 will give me 7. And then, ang next step would be, after dividing this, you will do the inverse or kabaliktaran ng divide, which is to multiply. So, you now will multiply 7 and 3. Okay? At ang lalabas dyan would be 21. At yun na ngayon ang final answer mo. 21 ang sagot. Now, if you solve using yung traditional method, babalikan lang natin itong cross multiplication area natin. Makikita ninyo, ang mangyayari dyan is 28 times 3. So, 28 times 3 is 84 is equal to 4x. And when you divide both sides by 4 para makancel ito, okay, ang lalabas dyan is 84 divided by 4 or x is equal to 21. And if you see right there, 21 dito, 21 dito, you will still get the correct answer. Kaya lang, I would argue, especially if sanay na kayo sa technique na ito, that this is actually faster. And yun yung benefit niya. Now, another benefit of ratio rotation is, all I have to do is to match yung katapat. Kahit pag balik ta rin ko, pareha pa rin na makukuha kong sagot. So, for example, if I use 4 over 3 instead of 3 over 4, okay lang yan. As long as yung 4, ang katapat niya ay 28 at yung 3, ang katapat niya pa rin ay x. And if you notice, if I do ratio rotation right here, mas maganda pa rin to start here, I will still get 21. Now, even if you start dito sa 3, pareho pa rin na makukuha mong sagot. Bakit? Kasi ang 3 divided by 4 is 0.75. And if you multiply 0.75 sa 28, 21 pa rin ang magiging sagot. Even if you flip it on the other side, ganun pa rin. So, kung ilalagay 3 over 4 here, and then dito mo ilalagay yung x, dito yung 28, the answer will be the same. Kung gusto mo rin na 3 and then 4, okay lang, as long as again, yung 3 ang katapat niya is x, yung 4 katapat niya ay 28, you will still get the correct answer. So, yun yung value ng ratio rotation. Kaya ako siya tinuturo. Now, the best way for you to really get your hands dirty or para magamit nyo talaga yung technique is to actually solve a problem yourself. So, I will give you a quick minute to solve this next one. Alright, let's see how you did, okay? So again, the concept ng ratio rotation is tapat dapat. So yung 2, katapat niya ay 8. Yung 18, katapat niya is yung missing na number, so that would be x. So if I'm going to write my fraction, it's going to be 2 over 18. At yung 2, ang katapat niya ay 8
yung 18 katapat niya ay x. Now that I have that, I can do my ratio rotation. Pwedeng magsimula dito. If I do that, that would be 18 divided by 2, which is going to give me 9. And then 9 times 8 is 72. Now again, if you want to do it the other way around, okay lang din. If that's what you did, kung dito ka nagsimula sa 8, pwede rin. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And 4 times 18 is still going to give me 72. So pareho lang din yung sagot. And again, yun yung beauty ng ratio rotation. Okay? Now, dito na tayo sa ibang form. One question na nakukuha ko sa mga people who send me messages sa Facebook page, lalo na when they start answering yung exercise na paired dun sa ating workbook number 1 sa ilalim, is that bakit daw hindi daw naman nila magamit yung ratio rotation dun sa mga sample problems that I included. Now, the reason for that is they neglected one step. Okay? Na hindi ko man masasabi na stress ko well enough dun sa first video, which pag-uusapan natin ngayon. So, bakit ba ang hirap i-divide ng ibang numbers? Bakit daw decimal lang lumalabas? At bakit ang hirap niyang iikot? Now, ganito ang gagawin natin. Let's take this as an example. So, x is to 40 as 27 is to 90, which is also there on page 6 of your workbook. Now, kung gagawin natin itong ratio rotation na technique, ang mangyayari dyan, ang i-start natin is from fraction, x over 40 is equal to, and then we have 27 over 90. Now, bakit siya tricky? Kasi, again, kung dito ako magsisimula, 40 divided by 90, decimal yung lalabas. Kung dito naman ako magsisimula sa 27, divided by 90, decimal din ang lalabas. So, paano ko yun maiiwasan? Ito yung una nating pag-usapan. Number 1, ask yourself, is it in smallest terms? Nasa smallest terms na ba yung ating mga fraction? Okay? Now, this side right here na buo, pwede mo pa siya i-reduce into lowest terms. And yun lagi yung nawawaglit na step. Now, kung i-reduce ko siya in lowest terms, divisible siya pareho sa 9. So, if I divide both sides by 9, ang lalabas dyan is going to be 3 over 10. And pag nagawa ko na yon, mas madali ko na ngayon magagawa yung ratio rotation kasi pwede ko na simulan dito. 40 divided by 10 is 4 times 3. That is going to give me 12. The answer is 12. So again, kung naguguluhan or nahihirapan na mag-rotate, ang first step is tanongin mo yung sarili mo. Nasa smallest terms na ba yung ating fraction na buo? At kung hindi pa siya in smallest terms, i-reduce mo muna siya into smallest terms and then pick a side na maiikot mo. Okay? Now again, I will give you time to answer a similar question para makita ninyo kung nakuha nyo na talaga siya. I'll give you a minute and your timer starts now. All right, let's see how you did. So again, we're going to match muna yung mga numbers. 35, ang kamatch niya 45. Yung nawawala, yung x, ang katapat niya ay 63. So if I'm going to write my fraction, it's going to be 35 over x is equal to 45 over 63. So again, same thing as kanina. Medyo mahirap iikot yung 35 sa 45 kasi 35 divided by 45 is going to give you a decimal. Mahirap din yung 63 kasi 63 divided by 45 will still give you a decimal. So, anong gagawin natin? Reduce it to smallest terms. Yung 45 over 63, pwede pa siya i-divide pareho. Let's start out with something simple. I-divide muna natin siya sa 3. Okay? Pag dinivide ko siya sa 3, ang magiging resulta niyan would be 1, 5 or 15 over, and then this will be 21. Now, yung 15 over 21, pwede ko pa uli i-reduce sa 3 uli. So, pag divide ko siya uli sa 3, ang mangyayari dyan would be, this will be 5 over 7. Okay? So, anong gagawin natin next? Yung 35 ngayon, sa 5, mas madali na iikot. So, pwede ko na siya i-ratio rotation ngayon. 35 divided by 5 is going to give me 7. 7 times 7 is going to give me 49. So, the answer is 35 over 49. Okay? So again, always choose to reduce the fraction into lowest terms bago mo siya iikot para hindi ka mahirapan sa pagdi-divide. Now, next na situation natin is paano kung may letters. This type of question appears sa mga mas advanced na mga exams and sometimes kahit sa mas madadali. Okay? Ang dahilan dun is kasi if you solve it using the traditional method, this is going to give you a bit of a problem. Let me just show you what I mean about that. This is a sample problem. No? 8 is to 20 as 18 is to a plus 15. Now, the first thing that we have to do again is to turn it into yung fraction form niya. So, we have 8 right here. Ang katapat niya is 18. Yung 20 naman, ang katapat niya is yung a plus 15. So, if I'm going to use the traditional method, the fraction would look like this. 8 over 20 is equal to 18 over a plus 15. Now, dahil ito ay meron tayong variable na a, pag cross multiply ko siya, ang mangyayari dyan would look like this. 8 times a plus 15 is equal to 20 times 18. And this is where people get stumped. Kasi kung isosolve ko to using algebra, i-multiply, i-distribute ko pa yung 8. So 8 times 15, and then solve ko pa yan. Magdi-divide pa ako ng malaking number, and it's going to be pretty tedious for you guys. Now, ano yung suggestion natin using ratio rotation? We will just solve it like we would a regular problem. So, let's start with 8 over 20 is equal to 18 over a plus 15. But my suggestion would be this. Instead of solving it like that, na a plus 15 ang iniisip mo, i-assume mo muna or isipin mo muna na yung a plus 15 is just a regular x. Okay? And then we'll deal with it later. So, kung x na siya dyan, now again, asking yourself, lowest terms na ba to? Hindi pa naman. So, pwede ko po siya i-reduce. Pwede ko siya i-divide both sa 4. So, pag divide ko siya sa 4, ang mangyayari dyan, yung 8 ay magiging 2, yung 20 ay magiging 5. And now, I can do my ratio rotation dito. So, 18 divided by 2 is 9, times 5 is 45. 45 dapat yung x. Pero ang sabi natin, yung a plus 15, yun ang naging x. So, all we have to do now would be ask ourselves, ano ang number na kailangan kong idagdag sa 15 para lumabas yung 45? Or if you want, you can actually use yung ating simple na one-step equation na solution just by getting this. Ang gagawin mo lang, i-move mo yung 15 sa kabilang side para maiwan yung variable or a sa isang side equals, now we have 45. Pag dilipat ko kasi siya, you're going to do the opposite. So kung plus yan, that would be minus 15. A is equal to 30. And that is your answer. So the answer is 30. Now again, kung gusto mo i-solve the traditional method, ang mangyayari dyan, this will be 8a plus 15 times 8. So dalawang 15 ay 30. So apat nun is 120. Is equal to 20 times 18. So you have 360. Tapos i-transpose ko pa itong 120. So 8a may iwan dyan. 360 minus 120. 8a is equal to 240. And then divide mo siya ngayon sa 8. And ang lalabas pa rin naman is, pag kinancel ko to, 240 divided by 8, a is still equal to 30. So again, same naman yung nakuha nating sagot. Just pick and choose which method works better for you. And ito yung sa akin kasi honestly, kasi mas mabilis yan. Kaysa dadaan ako dito kasi now, I will have to deal with multiplying and dividing bigger numbers. Okay? Now again, it's your turn. I'm going to give you a minute for the next problem. And your timer starts now. Alright, so let's see how you did. Again, starting out with yung ating mga fractions. Gagawin lang natin, itatapat lang natin sila. Pag nire-write natin yan, that would be 14 over 24 is equal to b plus 12 all over 60. Okay? Now again, ititreat lang natin yung b plus 12 as a regular x. And dahil mahirap pa siyang iikot, you probably could convert something into lowest terms, and that is this side right here. I-divide ko lang siya, pareho muna, sa 2. So, pag i-divide ko yan sa 2, ang lalabas dyan is 7 over 12. Again, the lowest terms ko lang siya. Okay? 7 over 12. Now, after that, I can start to rotate this. 60 divided by 12 is going to give me 5. And then 5 times 7 is going to be 35. Now, yung 35 na yan yung equivalent do sa b plus 12. So, now all I'm going to do is to transfer yung 12 sa kabilang side. So, that would be b is equal to 35 minus 12, or b is equal to 23. Okay? So, again, ang pinaka-choice natin dito is whatever is the easiest part for you. So again, it's all about practice to speed things up. And if you want more practice, I'll be posting more quick questions on my Instagram account. If you don't follow me yet, follow me at Lyqa Maravilla for more of those para makapag-participate kayo. And I hope that when you do, you get it right the next time. And again, thank you to iSkySoft PDF Element Pro for sponsoring this video. And you can check out their links in the description box below.
Alright, I hope you learned something today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video with your friends na mag-exam din sila para mas marami tayong matulungan. And as always, if you want to reach out to me directly, get the reviewers that I made, or join the online or live review events, you can go to www.facebook.com/Team Lyqa for more information. Now again, if you want to know more about what I do and mag-request din kayo mga topics, go ahead and message me there. You can also post a comment sa ilalim. And I would love to hear back from you. As we always say dito sa team, never stop learning. Aja, kaya niyan. I'll see you in the next video, and bye for now.